All right, hello. This is your Traded Crypto channel coming at you. It's June 6th, 2022. It's the, I think, 78th anniversary of the D-Day landing, so crazy. Yeah, so Bitcoin's dumping a little bit right now. We had a nice rally over the weekend, and it was looking pretty good, and unfortunately, it's kind of just not looking as good, unfortunately. We're basically getting a retest of the 30Ks. If this holds, there's still bullish sentiment for sure. But if we go down to 28, 29 and break this kind of a bullish structure, we might be rolling over. But that kind of remains to be seen. Fear and greed index is at 15, 14. Still really low. It hit 10 twice in the last week. So it's massive fear. One thing I am noticing here on these charts is we're getting these, like, they call them Bart patterns, and that's kind of a crypto phenomenon, I guess, because of the lower volume and whale manipulation, big institutions or whatever. They could pump and dump these prices, and because there's low volume and little retail interest, they're playing games with each other. So like that's why we're getting these big dumps and then a pump, and see how it kind of looks like a Bart Simpson pattern. They're called Barts. And we're getting that. And what's interesting is the last time I saw these Bart patterns was in the last bear market at the bottom. And to me, that indicates that we are very close, if not at the bottom. That 25K level might have been it. Everyone's saying let's go to the 200 week moving average. That could happen for sure. Definitely don't count that out. That's down at 22, 23K. But it's a lot more likely in law of probabilities. I mean, we had 9 red candles in a row. This week's starting green. Law of probability says we're going to go up. And, maybe we go up and fall over, but we have a CME gap at 36, 37K. We've got the 21-week moving average at like 37, 38K. There's a good chance, I think, we get a big rally up. We break those, maybe go to 40K. And then what happens after that, more than likely we fall over. And now, in that meantime, that maybe a couple months of price action between now and then, the 200 week moving average would be going up slightly. So what would happen, likely, maybe the 200 week goes to 24, 25, 26K over the next few months. We roll over, hit that again, or maybe bust through it a bit, and we just consolidate throughout the rest of the year. Maybe have an end of year rally after the elections. That's my guess. I think we're at a bottoming formation. Everything's at a bottom. Altcoins have been in a bear market since last April, so that's where I'm at. These are great accumulation ranges. Research the coins you want to get into. That's what I'm doing. Mining, just any kind of passive income. You can stake these things 5%, 10%, 12%, 15% rewards on some of these coins while you're just sitting around waiting. Yeah, you might be waiting 3 to 6 more months, maybe a year. I doubt that. I think this is a much more aggressive sell-off, and it was brought by the government, and the government cannot keep all this up, because if they do keep this up, then they won't get reelected, and the Democrats don't want to lose all their greedy little powers. So, not taking sides on that, but I kind of am. But it's all politics and games, honestly. Like, the Republicans started all this nonsense under their administration, and then the Dems carried it on. Funny enough, like, just a little side note, it's like, during, I guess the Republican candidate stuff, like, you would think that he would have been very businesslike and didn't want to. It's like they were doing like socialist, communist type stuff, like giving out free money during the Republican stay, and then Biden gets in, the Democrats. You think they would be the ones giving out the money? They're the stingiest ones of them all. What a screwed up world! And we're like, inflation's out the craziness. Like, what are we gonna do? Apparently, 80% of Americans have $500 in their savings account. Like, that's a couple tanks of gas right now. So crazy. Just gotta hang in there. Just try to hold strong. 2022 is just not a good financial year. Maybe it gets better. Maybe we break even at the end. S&P and stocks seem to have bottomed in some kind of a way, but Yeah, we might go for another big retest. Another thing that hasn't happened yet is the miner capitulation. Um, Miners aren't making much profit. My profits are down 50%. I mean, I was mining 500 mega hash a day, a little bit more than that, but just I was making $20 $25 a day, and I'm making like $12 a day right now. It's like, plus my power bill, I'm like breaking even maybe. So what'll happen is if the price keeps going down, miners will shut off their machines because power bill is outweighing the money they're making with the crypto. So they'll shut the power off on the machines, and that'll decrease the hash rate. But then also the price will usually drop, and until that whole thing reaches an equilibrium, um, I don't know if that really means that the whole price will completely crash, but it's like a just a term. It happened in the last bear market once or twice. I kind of forget, but yeah, it just basically comes to the point where like you just can't make any money with it. It just doesn't make sense. So we're apparently reaching that, which I've been kind of waiting for that moment as well. So we'll see. I'm really kind of curious if we get a strong bounce here. I'm not seeing any patterns really playing out here. Eh, I mean, you could try to argue if you wanted to look at this and try to make a kind of a wedge, bring that there, and then take this. And we have some kind of, we have some kind of a trend kind of going out, right? So, just looking at that, okay, well, if we break this down, then our target would be somewhere on the 25K level, possibly a bit more. But if we bounce up and come on up, maybe we retest, then our target would be probably 35 to 36K. Again, I'm feeling a lot more bullish just in the law of probabilities. It's just, we've been crashing and dumping for so long, it just doesn't make sense to keep going down. Fear and greed is still at 10. I mean, if we jump down right now and just crash to like 25K or 22K, I think like the fear and greed index would be like -5, which can't happen. Like, it's just interesting to me, kind of seeing how things are going. But yeah, hopefully the blood stops. Cardano has been having some good price action, and there's a few coins that have been doing really well here recently. But Cardano in particular, because they have the Vassal hard fork. It's like one of their next things, and I forget exactly what it does, but I might start looking at particular coins and kind of doing updates on them and researching them more. But for now, yeah, that's pretty much where that's at. I think that's going to give it a nice rally, and then maybe it falls over again, depending on what Bitcoin does. I mean, like everything, it all depends on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is right now is depending on the stock market. So I'm kind of wondering if this big dump if something was announced, but who knows? What else is I going to say? Yeah, I just think altcoins have pretty much been in a bear market for over a year. Cardano has been bleeding since September. I mean, it's over 6 months, 7 months. Yeah, it's just been a brutal sell-off, and we're probably just gonna create a big accumulation range. Hopefully, we get a big spike back up. But the thing is, for that to happen, liquidity needs to be injected in the market. Either the selling pressure in the markets needs to stop, or interest rates. The Fed kind of is controlling this whole sell-off, so a lot of it is depending on them. So. And then apparently we also have crypto regulation. White House is going after crypto, or like all the environmentalists are talking about crypto this, crypto that. And it's like I wonder if things are going to get back to some kind of normal. I'm so tired of the volatility, the social volatility, the news volatility. Like, I don't know, is it always just like this? I don't remember it being this contentious all the time. Even the road seems crazy with the drivers being a lot more enraged. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. But yeah, I really just wanted to do a quick update. we could take a look at some other hourlies oversold for damn sure. 5 minute, 15 minute, 20 minute, all that's completely oversold. Take a look at the 4 hour. And this will give us indications as to how wore out this little trend is. So the 4 hour stochastic still has ways to go down, which is unfortunate. Yeah, but 4 hour, I don't know. I mean, we could still curl back up. So I wouldn't. 4 hour stochastic, I don't think it's very reliable. But if it was completely oversold up here or something, like I would be a little concerned. I think the daily's starting to actually reset though, which is good. Yeah. So we're kind of creating a little falling pattern here. So yeah, it's possible maybe we go sideways and maybe we reset the daily RSI to set us up for a push up, which would be great. That would help us out a lot. And on the weekly RSI, we are in a big wedge formation. Some people have been talking about it. I already saw it before. But yeah, like on the weekly, we're in this giant wedge. And to me, oops, there we go. It lets me, come on now. Gosh, come on. What is it doing? I don't know why it's not. No, it's not what I wanted to do. There. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so to me, it just looks more like we're going to bounce off this level, come up. Come up here, maybe get rejected again and fall back down. Like the other bear markets, we did come down into this oversold level in the weekly. So that would make some sense to me. Yeah, that was the 2015, 2018. Yeah, it makes sense for hit up the wedge, come back down, then off to the races. But maybe not. Maybe we just hit this wedge and maybe we're off to the races. I think that's very possible as well. So that's what a lot of people are talking about. But ultimately, this is just still accumulation zone. Just in the bear market blues. Let's just keep on keeping on and try to stack the sats while you can. Ethereum, Bitcoin. Those are the safest plays. But yeah, that's it for me today. I just wanted to do a quick update. Maybe tomorrow I'll have some more news for everybody. I'm actually interviewing to be an ambassador for CELCIUS, so we'll see how that goes, and I may start doing some reviews and kind of pushing content with their coins and their programs. They have a good loan program that I've used a couple times, and it's been great. Yeah, so I might talk more about that. We'll see how that goes. All right, peace out, and talk tomorrow. Peace.